what? It's another Tuesday here on the YouTubes, and because of the fact that you can see Nate's back, that just means one thing. It's Uncharted Drake's Fortune. And, you know, when we last left off in the video, we were navigating through the church and trying to get our way up to a secret chamber that Elena and Sully managed to find in some old blueprints of the cathedral's layout. So that's what we're up to. Looks like we're trying to get to that upmost chamber up there in the screen. And, whoa! Looks like we got to get rid of some of the hostile natives. Come on, flinch, buddy. Okay, probably shouldn't have camped that long. Let's go ahead and just rush him. Haven't loaded up Uncharted in a couple of days, so it might take me a little while to get back into the swing of things. Doesn't look like we have a flashlight or anything. I'm guessing on my first time through here, there would have been a treasure. And, oh great. More platforming.
That's gotta be it.
Alright, so it looks like that stained glass window that I was attracted to earlier in a couple of videos earlier, that is, there's got to be something through that, so it's got to be the chamber where we need to be. So let's go ahead and initiate this platforming sequence. If you guys have been watching my other Let's Play series, Black Mesa, I've had my fair share of platforming trouble recently, so who knows, maybe this will turn out a little bit better. This is a third-person game after all. One thing that's always interesting to me each time I play through this game is that there's an explosive barrel randomly placed up here. And as you guys can see, there's no one shooting at us. And I always wondered why the developers put a barrel right there. And that's also, that last jump that we just completed is always ranked as one of the most impossible that I've seen in Uncharted. Even from Uncharted's jumps point of view, you know, keeping in mind the degree of difficulty all this free running does, that one just kind of made me a facepalm a bit first time I went through the game. Alright, so the objective of this puzzling sequence is to go ahead and pull down on this key right here. And on the other side of the room, you might notice there's another key. So we got to go ahead and pull them both down. And simply jumping up on them and using our body weight will be enough. Thankfully, there is no timer, so you don't have to hurry if you're not comfortable with platforming third-person sequences like this. And so far, so good. I mean, usually, I don't want to jinx myself here. Not that I can't just knock on wood, but usually I've fallen to my death at least 1 or 2 times by now. Yeah, it's those 180-degree jumps straight backwards that always get me to face palms. Like, Nate, you've got to be some kind of superhero. Anyway, that secret chamber has opened, so our intuition is correct. There is a chamber back there, and let's go ahead and hop up on this ledge. And as you can see, there is a chain there alongside another ledge that we can get to. And from here we can go ahead and do a straight jump backwards. And we're on. Kind of amazed that we just don't, you know, crash right through the glass. But then again, I'm not really familiar with how strong stained glass from the 16th century is. Okay, well, another heart. Let's go ahead and approach it.
Well, hello there. You gotta be kidding.
And that's got to be the entry to the treasure vault.
Hey, Sully.
I'm here.
Remember Roman and Navarro? That red herring you sent them on to get them out of the way?
Yeah?
Well, they're sitting right on top of the treasure vault.
Oh, well, goddamn luck.
Look, I'm gonna need a diversion to get them out of there.
You got it, kid. One diversion. Coming right up.
And Sully,
Yeah.
Once they're gone, meet me in the mausoleum. But come through the catacombs. It's safer that way.
Gotcha.
Now I've just got to get past all these goons without getting noticed.
Again, hardly likely. Yeah, and the chronology of the games, like I think I said earlier, stealth doesn't really come into play until the sequels to this game. So your options at stealth are quite limited. So even if the narrative suggests you should just go around and sneak around town, you really can't. I love the stock villain voices that Navarro and Roman have, but you know, this is supposed to be a pulpy kind of game, pulpy adventure kind of game, so the fact that a lot of these villains don't have a lot of dimension to them or depth, not really that surprising. Anyway, once you've gotten this Dragon Sniper here, your options at opening the engagement are pretty straightforward. There's a couple of enemies on the lower level. You might see that guy there in the upper left corner just patrolling around. But we're waiting for the guys on the upper level, like this guy. And once he goes down, once the first shot goes off, more and more of these guys will spawn in. Come on. See if I can get him in the leg. Doesn't look like it. And eventually they're gonna start swarming up on the top here. Far staircase. Ah, come on. And that's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm constantly checking for. It sounds like they're coming up. There he is. Okay, let's go ahead and switch back to the M4 and grab this extra ammo here. And, geez, there's a noob tuber somewhere around here. And a sniper. Okay. This is not particularly good positioning here on my part. There's the noob tuber right by the branch. See if I can drop him first. Good. And then this sniper's got a good position behind the statue. Let's see if I can go ahead and go over here. Much better. Alright. I don't even know what to say there. Got a little tongue-tied. Anyway, let's go ahead and go down. More reinforcements are going to start making their way up these stairs right there. So I'm going to go ahead and take this guy out. It's going backwards. Little drop kick will cure that. Alright. Now, you've got two ways of assaulting the next portion of the stage. There's going to be more baddies, as you can tell from the music. Option number one is to go up and around through these stairs here. But that's going to be the focal point of their entry, and they're going to have shotguns. So, unless you're feeling like a real action hero, I don't really recommend going that route. The less obvious route is to go around here, on the left. Climb on top of this crumbling mausoleum, and through the crack in the fence, get behind this huge headstone and engage them from the rear. And you've got a lot of cover to play with. So let's go ahead and see if we can get them to come out. Here's one of those shotgunners. As you can see, they're all rocking heavy weaponry. Do I have any... No grenades, of course. Not really liking the fact that they have advanced weaponry. But they are Navarro's men. Still not too bright. And I think there's one more who should have been approaching from the left. Yeah, where is he? Let's go ahead and run after him. It's not too dangerous. Oh, there he is. Whoa. Glitch melee. I guess it just registered that he was still right next to us. Anyway, that takes care of that. Yeah, I'm not going to get the Magnum. Ammo capacity is still too limited for me. There was the noob tuber that we took out earlier. And what did this guy carry? A shotgun. Alright, well, let's go ahead and continue on to the treasure vault. With any luck, we can find our friends in here as they've gone through the catacombs.
Hey.
Hey.
I knew you could do it, kid. So what's next?
I don't know. I'm figuring it out as I go. This is definitely the right place, though. Wait a second. It's something to do with these symbols.
Sorry about screwing around with the camera there, guys. Anyway, the symbols that Nate is referring to are these little... I don't know if you'd call them medallions, they're too big, these crests that are on the ground, the ones that are in gold. So anyway, let's go ahead and crack open
Roman and
Francis
Navarro
Drake's
really
journal.
tore this place up.
And you guys will notice that these illustrations are in a particular orientation. For example, the scallop shell at the bottom right has the crest pointed downwards, the snake's head is to the left, so on and so forth. We just got to make sure that, therefore, all of these illustrations here are oriented in the same way as they are in the notebook. So the scallop will go ahead and go down. The snake will be looking to the left, and the rest I forget, so we're going to have to reference the journal here. Let's see, the crown I think is correct. The cup looks like the bottom is on the bottom. Okay. The arrows are supposed to be pointed up. So right now the arrowheads are on the bottom. Should probably get the fletches on the bottom instead of the arrowheads. And there we go.
Looks like we're in business.
Yeah.
Heads up.
What do you make of it?
I don't know. Could be a dead end.
Wait. It looks like there might be a passage this way.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
What the hell?
Sully? Sully, you gotta move.
It's a trap! Sullivan, are you okay? Sully!
Yeah, fine. Still in one piece. You knocked me on my ass, though.
Yeah, well, you better get back to the library. We're gonna have to find another way out of here.
Alright, well, with all the crushing traps that are used in Uncharted,
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised that the developers didn't really use time sequences such as poison gas. I don't know, there's just something about me and puzzle rooms that have poison gas. I think I've just been brought up on way too much Resident Evil. Anyway, as you can see, this is the start of a new chapter, I believe, and this is a good place as any to stop this video. So when we return next time, I'll be having Elena help me as we try to find the actual treasure vault. Looks like we're still in some catacombs. So until then, like, favorite, and subscribe. Take care, and peace out.